Rising temperatures, rising stakes. Why we must act on climate change.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you on a journey. Imagine walking outside one day and the air feels like it's boiling. The once green parks have turned into deserts, and the beach you loved has disappeared underwater. Sounds dramatic, right? Well, this isn't some distant apocalypse. This is the world we are rapidly moving toward if we don't do something now. Rising temperatures are real. The stakes are higher than ever, and the time is running up.
We have all felt the change, haven't we? The summers feel hotter, the storms more intense, and fire rage across landscapes that once seemed untouchable. Scientists are not making this up. The Earth has already warmed by more than 1 degree Celsius since the industrial age began. And while that might seem like a tiny number, let me tell you, it's shaking the foundation of our world. Why? Because that little number is a warning bell, a signal of chaos. Oceans are heating up, ice caps are melting, and entire species are vanishing. So, what does that mean for us? We are next in line. The rising sea levels will soon swallow coastal cities. Think Miami, Tokyo, and even Venice. Imagine watching iconic cities disappear beneath the waves, not in some movies but in real life.
Here's a shocking fact. The last 8 years were the warmest on record. The hottest years ever in all human history have happened in the last decade. Think about that for a moment. This isn't a coincidence, and it's not going to get better on its own. Now I know what you're thinking. This problem is huge. What can just one person do? Well, that's where the power lies. Change starts with us, every single one of us. Think about your daily life for a second. Every plastic bottle you throw away, every extra minute you leave the lights on, every unnecessary car trip, it's all adds up. But here's the good news. So, do the solutions.
Imagine a world where our homes are powered by the sun, where the air we breathe is clean and fresh, where the food we eat is grown without destroying our planet. This isn't a dream, it's possible, and we are already seeing the glimpse of it. Renewable energy is no longer a futuristic fantasy. Solar panels, wind farms, and electric cars are becoming cheaper and more accessible. So, why are we dragging our feet? Here's the thing, climate change doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, young or old. It will affect everyone. But guess who suffers the most? The vulnerable. Those in poor regions of the world who contribute the least to climate change but are hit the hardest by its effects. Severe droughts, floods, and food shortage. And the worst part, if we don't act fast, it's only going to get worse.
But I'm not here to scare you, but here to remind you that we have the power to rewrite the story. Look at the kids skipping school to march for the planet. Look at the new innovations popping up every day to reduce carbon footprints. Look at the cities banning single-use plastic and embracing public transport. These actions, however small they seem, are shaking the system. We can't afford to wait for politicians to argue or for corporations to make empty promises. Every second we waste is another second closer to disaster. And this is not just about polar bears or distant rainforests. It's about us. It's about our future, our children, and the world we leave behind.
You might ask, what's the rush? Can't we wait for more technology to save us? Let me ask you this. When your house is on fire, do you see and wait for a newer, fancier fire extinguisher to be invented? Or do you grab what you have and put out the flames? Our house is on fire, but the difference is we can save it. We can slow down the rising temperatures, we can lower the stakes, We just need to take action now. Whether that's by reducing waste, planting more trees, conserving energy, or demanding that our leaders take climate change seriously.
Let's not be the generation that stood by while the world burned. Let's be the generation that fought for our planet, our home, because rising temperatures mean rising stakes, but they also mean rising heroes. Will be one of them?
Thank you.